Hi guys, welcome to Ripper Innovations. Here in front of us we have a kit that we have designed to do the 650, 701 or 760 Yamaha base motor to go into the old school 440/550 hull. Today we're putting the 701 into that 550 SX using this kit. We didn't really like the power that the 550 produced, and since it's just a recreational ski, we figured why not put a Yamaha motor into it. So first off with our kit, it comes with a coupler that will be going onto the Yamaha motor to line up with the Kawasaki drive shaft. Another thing we have in our kit is going to be the E-box mount that will be holding the E-box in. We have the battery tray. These wedges go mount onto these plates and hold your OEM 550 motor mounts, and it comes with all the hardware to do the kit. Now, when installing this kit, you're going to have to get a different battery than the original battery that fits the tray area. By using this battery, we had to offset the battery box location towards the rear of the hull, and we could not make this battery work with the kit. So you do have to go out and buy an ETX 15 size battery in order to fit this kit and have it work properly. So now that you already learned a little bit about our kit, let's go ahead and install this. Okay, first things first, we need to install this plate, but in order to install this plate, we have to start cutting this battery box out. We have to cut a few spots of that. So I'm going to hold it here and just kind of eyeball down these holes and see where it lines up. Take a Sharpie marker and go ahead and mark the battery box. So that's the length on the far side that we know we need to cut. So I'm gonna go ahead and just mark up there. You can go past a little bit, it doesn't matter that much, you just have to have enough clearance. I left this tray in here for a certain reason, because we are going to be cutting down to the height of this gray piece in here. So you can go ahead and mark out this whole side all the way up to this block. Next, we will have to remove the back side of the box too. Now, I've seen people use Dremels and stuff like that, but I'm going to be using an oscillating tool to make my cuts. So now that we got the pieces out, we should be able to have this tray in here, and it shouldn't be able to go anywhere. It should be nice and flush with it all the way around. Now that we have this all cut out, we can go ahead and install our plates. And by doing this, we will be using 8 of these M8 bolts using a 5mm Allen wrench. Now that we have the plates installed, we can go ahead and begin by installing our wedges. Our wedges will be placed in these locations. They will be using the 8mm screw with a washer. Now, after we got our wedges already mounted, we can go ahead and mount the OEM mounts using the OEM hardware into the mounts. The next step to our kit is going to be adding in the battery relocation. This spacer will be going between the base plate and the battery relocation box. The next step to our kit is installing the E-box mount. It's going to go into the OEM plate using these 4mm Allen head screws. And when you're using our kit, you cannot use this style of primer. It will hit the back of this and the back of the E-box. So you have to get a smaller primer or a bulb type primer if you're going that route. Now on the Yamaha motor, you're going to have to take this coupling off. And you just have to go hand tight with them too. Now that we got the coupler on, I already went ahead and installed this Yamaha 701 motor into this Kawasaki 550. Now that we got the motor in, we're going to go ahead and install the E-box. Well, that was very exciting to do. It's very tight back in this back corner, so what I had to do is loosen up the motor and shift it forwards a little bit, get my screws with my spacers on down in there, and then put the motor back, tighten up the motor, and I did have to cut this piece of plastic in here for the E-box to clear. Well, after we got the E-box in, I already went ahead and I did everything else that isn't a part of the kit. Most people run the cart tanks with this exhaust, but I was able to make the stock tank work easily backwards, so that's why I went that route. But other than that, everything's good to go, and she already fired up, so she is done. Well, there you have it, the Yamasaki, the Yamaha 701 in a 550 SX. The kit worked out awesome. I couldn't have had a better kit to install it with. We had a little bit of issues with, fitting in the stock tank. The clearances between the stock exhaust and E-box is really tight, but most people run the 650 pipes on them anyways, where you are able to do it with all the stock stuff. So I'm glad you came and watched this video. I appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. There's going to be more products coming out to you, and we're going to be doing a t-shirt drop soon, so feel free to check that out.